I hope that this message finds you well. I wanted to come on to chat a little bit about a spiritual message that I got after watching a few different like inspirational messages, and wanted to come on and share, and then also um, pull some cards on it. I feel like this is going to be a series for Aquarius season. So before I get started, I always got to do a little smoke ritual, light a little palo, clear the energy. But I was meditating on this particular message earlier, and some cards came out, some tarot cards, and then I wanted to pull a few oracle cards around it as well. Um, and just continue to build on the message itself. So my name is Sequoya, and I use she and her pronouns. And this is my channel, Goddess Ladybug. And on this channel, I talk about tarot or spirituality, divinity kind of things, divination, queerness, and then some lifestyle stuff. So I've got a few when I travel, I vlog, and so have a few things that I would love to share with you all related to that. So let's talk a little bit about this message, apply pressure. So I've listened to a few different spiritual messages from, sorry about that, got a call. um, but I listened to a few spiritual messages, and there was a theme that was coming up in these messages, and it was about applying pressure. And I wanted to explore that a little bit more because something about that really resonated for me. And so I would say this has come up in like at least four different videos to apply pressure. And the messages are usually around like spiritual development, stepping your kind of game up, related to just whatever you have going on. So that could be apply pressure to people, places, and things, right? Either in a relationship, and relationship can mean a lot of different things. That could be with another person, a family member, that could be with yourself. Apply pressure to places. So that could be the workplace, that could also be the community, and then things. That could be, a project, that could be a belief, a pattern. And so when I hear apply pressure, I what I hear is an invitation, a challenge, um, to continue to not only work on yourself, but challenge yourself to even do some things differently. As an example, I was listening to the Peace Dealer, the Peace Dealer, and this was his message on Moon and Leo. So if you go to his video, I might try to link it in the description box below. But if you go to his video entitled Moon and Leo, I think that's the one. Um, he talks about applying pressure in that one and gives an example about working out a little bit harder. He gives a sexual kind of, connotation related to applying pressure that I'm sure you can get. Um, but Yeah, like for me, I just wanted to explore that more, especially moving into Aquarius season. Oh, and that's the other little tip that I can share. I am an Aquarius. My birthday is Friday, January 21st. And I just, again, because I've heard a few people talking about applying pressure and it stuck with me, and I wanted to meditate on that particular energy. Um, Here we are. And so, in the tarot deck, these are the cards that came out. This is the Justice card here, and then the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is Aquarius energy. And so the Justice card can mean, a few different things, but primarily some of the keywords for the Justice card are, this could be about a legal situation, this could be about balance. This card is associated with the sign of Libra. So we're talking about like the scales of justice, if you will. So Ma'at energy, having a heart as light as a feather. And then with the Seven of Swords card, some of the keywords. This card can mean things like deception, lies, trickery, things kind of happening behind your back that you're not aware of. And so when I think about these two coming out in relation to applying pressure, I feel like this is kind of confirmation or an affirmation that whatever has been going down in the town behind your back, the justice that will come from you applying pressure will be there for you. And applying pressure can mean, something literal, like questioning people, places, and things about whatever has been going on behind your back. That can also be symbolic in the sense of, working on your internal self and applying pressure to external, the outside world to physically change and manifest the things that you are working on based on this position of applying pressure. So that's what I initially get. I wanted to pull just a few, like, where are my other cards at? Mm, oh no. I have another set of cards that I would like to use, but I don't have them, so it's fine. This will be the first video, and yeah, I'll have them for the next video. So this question, I just want to start off by asking, what's the overall energy related to applying pressure? What's the overall energy? So we got the Justice and the Seven of Swords there. Let's continue to pull on the overall energy. And I'll pull a few cards. And I am a reader that really appreciates and enjoys, with you all telling me what comes up in your intuition when you see the card. So please, in the comments, like definitely let me know what you think around that, the cards that I pulled. So we did the Justice and the Seven of Swords. Let's continue to get the overall energy spirit here for applying pressure during Aquarius season. And I'll talk more. I can do that in the second video too. Talk more about the sign of Aquarius, us being water bearers, even though we are air signs, and what that can mean in relation to our particular sign. Okay, That's enough shuffling, I believe. Okay. First card out is take action. What's the overall energy related to applying pressure? Eternal says take action. Pull one more from this deck. Self-employed. Okay, so we got take action and self-employed here. Aquarius is a masculine sign. So it's interesting that we pull two cards with masculine presenting energies on them, also with words that are very action oriented, which aligns with um, masculine energy. So take action and self-employed. So related to applying pressure, this is a message to get on your SHIT. There may be some projects that you're working on, some type of passive income idea that you need to focus on and take some action with. Okay, let's pull from. I don't have the deck that I was thinking about handy, but I do have a few others that we can definitely pull from. Okay, apply pressure. Let's pull from this deck. Do you know if you have any Aquarius placements in your birth chart? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, really any placement, but those are like the main ones that most like tarot and oracle readers like point out. Some folks will say like south node, north node, but do you have any other, or do you have any Aquarius placements in your chart? My sun is an Aquarius. And I'm a Capricorn Aquarius cusper. So I align a lot with Capricorn energy. Okay. So related to applying pressure, eternal. What is the card for us? What's the message for us to apply pressure from this particular deck? Nature. Okay. So we got nature. We'll pull one more. Oh, parenting. Okay. So apply pressure. The first thing that popped into my head was inner child. So nature and parenting. So if you're watching this video and you have kiddos, this feels like applying pressure means from the energy I'm getting from nature and parenting is to really dive deep into your parenting style, or even if you don't have kiddos, maybe the deep dive, stepping up your game is related to, looking at either the way you were parented or the way that you're parenting your child, and like intergenerational trauma patterns and things like that. And looking at, how that might be or has impacted, you know, again, either your ability to love and show compassion. I'm getting that from the green here with the heart, to be able to love and show compassion to your partner or either your child. And again, if you have kiddos, I would look at this in the sense of how are you parenting, but you should still kind of reflect on how you were parented as a child, and are you doing that? Are you recreating those same just patterns, behaviors, ideals related to how you're raising your child? And are you cool with that? Um, yeah, so that's what I got from that deck about apply pressure. Let's do I really wish I had that other deck handy. Um, let's do these. These and these. Okay. I love this deck. This is an Earth Oracle deck. Yes. Let's see what the messages are from here, from Eternal, related to applying pressure. And I'm just looking around for that deck that I keep mentioning because I don't know why it's not sitting right here. I really don't. Apply pressure from the Earth Oracle deck. Okay. Do you have any practices that you follow during this particular time of the year? Usually during, I'm in Chicago, but right now I live in Anchorage, Alaska. So, the climate is relatively similar in the sense that it's cold as hell and it's snow. And even though it's my birthday, like usually I don't have a lot of plans because it's so cold and, usually there's a snowstorm as well. So, okay, I see this one and then this one. Okay, so we got for applying pressure, we got Spirit of the West, and then we also got Sight of the Owl. Okay, so what I'm getting from this related to apply pressure is, and then that card that has like the solar system and stuff. This person has a tattoo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Has the tattoo on their like underarm of their wrist. You may have a tattoo underneath here. Um, I love owls. Those are definitely a spirit animal of mine. Um, but apply pressure. So the message that I'm getting from sight of owl and then spirit of the west is um feels like there are some tips and tricks, some wisdom that you've been given, at some point related to let's see, spirit of the west. Directions, guidance. Um yeah, it feels like that you have some wisdom, some nuggets, maybe from ancestors or elders or just someone that you feel like is really wise, that can help you related to the direction that you're going right now. And so with applying pressure, it may not be that you need to do anything new, that you have, like I was saying, nuggets, tips, and tricks, points of wisdom from people, maybe in a journal or something that would be helpful, um, related to, again, the direction that you're going in. Um, there may be some endings and beginnings here. Yeah, and maybe it's not that you need to do something new. You have it already. You have it inside of you. And it's just about taking the time, maybe even in nature, to get out. Feathers may be significant. If not, they will be. hmm I think that's the message. Yeah. Okay. So we have three different kind of messages related to applying pressure. Um, I want to continue to explore what that means, especially during the Aquarius season. So next time I come on, which will uh, probably be tomorrow, um, I'll tap into the Aquarius energy, also this concept of applying pressure. We'll talk a little bit about Aquarius more, and then we'll continue to pull some cards. I have some different questions too in the deck that I want for real. Um, let's see. I think that's all I'm going to say in this video. If you are interested in getting a reading, that information is in the description box below. So please definitely check that information out. If you have any questions about that, you can always send me an email or a message on here. And thank you for joining me. And I look forward to just chatting more with you.